Welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. This program is for educational purposes only. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual sharing their testimony. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have the founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. Welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. This program is for educational purposes only. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual sharing their testimony. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have the founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. Welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. This program is for educational purposes only. The statements in
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. I'm so excited to have you here with us as you are investing into your own health at this moment. So let's go ahead and open up the waiting room, let people in. Yes, we are a live show with a live audience, folks. If you're watching out on the live stream or watching a replay and you would like to join us, you are more than welcome to do so by going to zoom.dailywithdoc.com. Again, that's zoom.dailywithdoc.com. Now, this is a resource to an amazing community of individuals who love people, and not just love on people, but they want to see them go from just barely surviving to thriving And for those that are thriving, we want to help them continue to thrive. All right. So if you are anybody that falls into any of those categories, you're in the right place. Now, if somebody shared this program with you, they fall into those categories, and you need to get back with them and tell them thank you for sharing Daily with Doc and Becca with you, and let them know what you liked best about the program. Now, chances are they may be one of our certified holistic health coaches, our health advocates, our health practitioners that know that what you are going to hear today includes solutions to what may be going on in your own life. So they're going to be your number one contact for any questions that you may have in today's program. Now, if you found us on your own and there is nobody to thank, and you have never tried any of the recommendations made on this show, please give us a call at 855-949-3377. Again, that's 855-949-3377. Today, we're going to be talking about the holiday blues, folks, and how you can find joy through it by nourishing the mind and the body. So if this time of year becomes kind of problematic for you, whether it's problematically, physically, mentally, emotionally, you're in for a treat, as we have with us Dr. Laura Dennison, who is going to be sharing some tips and tricks in what you can do to help yourself discover that joy, maintain that joy without the blues of the holidays. Now, many times it's very stressful. We're going to be sharing some tips on that as well. All right. So I am very excited to have with us Dr. Laura Dennison. She is a doctor of naturopathy. She has a bachelor's in natural medicine. She is a master herbalist. She's a holistic health practitioner, a certified iridologist, and a certified nutritional consultant. She is also a formulator of nutritional products. And as she uses her experience and her knowledge in herbalism, you know, life is kind of funny. It takes us in directions, and sometimes we wonder, why on earth do I have to go through this? Well, her own health journey and things going on in her family is what led her to do what she does and be here with us sharing good news of hope, folks. So it is my honor and privilege to welcome to the screen with me Dr. Laura Dennison. Dr. Laura, thank you so much.
Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, sorry.
Oh, hold on. How come I can't see you? Can everybody see Dr. Laura?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's
all right.
spotlight.
I don't know why I'm not seeing her, but hey, let's just roll with it. So, Dr. Laura, you know, as we're going into this holiday season, we're going to be bombarded by, whether we put them in our bodies or not, but we're going to be bombarded by things that can contribute to the stress of the holidays and a lot of physical stuff. But there's things that we can do physically, emotionally, and mentally to help us deal with the stress and the quote unquote holiday blues. Can you share with us a little bit about what your tips and tricks for the holiday season are?
Absolutely. And my tips and tricks comes from experience. Okay. So I was, I'm a mother of 4. I am a Mimi of 7. And so I look forward to the holidays. But you guys, every year, doesn't it look different? And, we put so much stress on ourselves, especially with traditions. And because, every year it looks different to me. And, I can, only tell you how my life is and what I've been through. But, if you're joining us today and maybe the holidays isn't something happy for you. You know, we lost a good friend yesterday. You know, I graduated with him, so I know the holidays are not going to look good for his family. And so if you're one of those, I'm gonna, you know, one, I want you to know that you're in a community of people that love you, and we work so hard. But if we don't know that you have something going on, we don't know. And so, you know, we're your friend. You know, we're your colleague. We're a community of people that, one, we love nutrition, and nutrition is a big part of it. But we also care about you. And so, if you know, Stan and I love that. Uh, our home is open to anybody. Okay, and so we've always had at our Christmas, you know, we always had new people. I can remember when the kids were little, and one of them was dating a new guy, and I mean, I was at Albertsons at midnight because I didn't know this kid was coming on Christmas morning, and you know, I'm at Albertsons shopping. Okay, yes, he did get some sausage and cheese and some weird stuff, but you know, we've always tried to include people, and you know, that's something that we've always loved, but not every year has it been great for us personally. And sometimes I would take on additional stress. You know, just a little about me. And, you know, some people are struggling with drugs, alcohol, and, you know, maybe they're in a program right now, and, you know, just praying for these. You know, I had a son and he's doing wonderful. But, you know, last year, this time of year, you know, he was in a rehab program. So we all have something that we sort of, you know, get into the blues, you know, because we think about all these different memories and we think about how Christmas is supposed to be. But I just want everybody to be present. You know, Christmas and the holidays, all of it is just being in the moment and with whoever is in. You know, we went to Denver this last weekend and we had a big meeting, and um, uh, it was wonderful. We saw a lot of our colleagues, and you know, met new people. But you know, Lorraine Williamson got to come back with me, okay? And so we spent a couple days, and last night we were laughing and watching Christmas movies, and we were just being present. Okay. So whatever your Christmas is going to happen, just go with the flow. I didn't know we were going to do that last night. And so, you know, she helped me wrap some presents, which she's way better than I am. Okay. At that, she, yeah, anyway, we all have our gifts and we all have our talents. Okay. So what I do through the holidays, that especially whenever it comes to, there's some tips that I'm going to tell you about today. And if you're interested in any of the tips that I send my clients, you know, they're just in little PDF forms. Like we're going to talk about box breathing today. We're going to talk about grounding. We're going to talk about inflammatory foods. Of course, you know, I know that Becca probably has a lot of other tips that you can also reach out for. But if you're wanting to learn more, I'm offering my email that you can just email and say, hey, can you just send me that PDF? Normally my clients get it, but I'm just offering that for everybody today. So it's just separate tips like the grounding and different things like that. But there's things that we can do for our spirit, our mind, and especially our physical body. And so let's talk about stress. Okay. Stress causes, one, it causes all kinds of havoc with the body. Okay. And so, you know, some people live with stress.
Did she freeze or did I?
You did.
Yeah, I think it's her.
Okay, so folks, as Dr. Laura is coming back with us, I just absolutely love technology, as we learned yesterday. So, question for each and every one of you. Do you know somebody that struggles through the holidays? Do you struggle through the holidays? So as Dr. Laura is coming back, I do have her email here. Let me go ahead and share that with you, as she said that she would be sharing it. I had it handy. Ruth Ellen, do you have Dr. Laura's email?
She's coming back. I do not at this very second. I don't. Maybe Marilyn caught it.
You can always go to questions@dailywithdoc.com.
That's right. questions@dailywithdoc.com, and we will get her email address to you. And let me just find her. There she is. And all right, Dr. Laura, can you unmute?
I apologize. I don't know why with some days, I don't know in any way. So I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you
Oh,
great. I
okay.
understand things.
Okay, we'll just go with this. And so, and I, like I said, I apologize, especially that's live and is recording. And for some reason, my Zoom doesn't work with you guys sometimes. So I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later. But anyway, where I was at is what stress does to the body. Okay. And stress, because, yes, ma'am.
Can you share your email address? You were getting ready to share your email address.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So, my email address is info@Laura, Laura, Dennison, Dennison ND.com.
All right. And Marilyn will get that put into the chat for those of you who are here live with us. For those of you who are not and you did not catch that, we'll get that into the comments, or email us questions@dailywithdoc.com, and we'll make sure that we convey Dr. Laura's email address to you so you can request your own tips for dealing through the stress and the holidays. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead. And one of those, Becca, is sleep. Okay. So when you're under a lot of stress, then a lot of times you don't get adequate rest, then gets elevated cortisol levels. So once you start down the stress road, okay, then mess up hormones, mess up gut, all of it is involved together. Okay. So your digestive issues, stress will cause you to have overactive bowels. It'll cause you to gain weight. So a lot of times when we're under stress, we lean towards the wrong foods. And, these are all things that if you are someone, especially through the holidays, and like I said, I don't want you to feel alone. Okay. We all go through something. And here's the thing I love that I gave up a long time ago is I gave up trying to be perfect around the holidays. I wanted, the poinsettia in the right place, and I wanted, all these different things. I don't know why I put that extra stress on me, because my kids didn't, we just love being together. Okay. But maybe you're going through that period where you've moved away, or your parents just got a divorce, or you just you don't have as many family members to celebrate, friends, go have lunch, go have coffee, just be present. And so okay, I'm going to make sure my computer's off. And so those are things that you got to pay attention to. Okay. So here's the things that stress does. It depletes up our nutrients. Okay. Which is critical. Okay. That's why these 90 essential nutrients are critical to supplement with. And I'm going to go over that. And I'm going to tell you the ones that are depleted most whenever we go through the holidays, and we have these tips and these wonderful products that you can add back. Gut health. Okay. Like I said, what you eat matters, especially if you're going through a stressful time. So just do a little journal of what you ate the day before, and make sure that you're not eating the additional sugar, not eating the gluten, staying away from fried foods. These are all inflammatory, but also can cause gut issues and cause additional stress. And then, like I said, the third element is loss of sleep. The sleep factor is so important. So if you're already not sleeping, get with us, because I'm not going to talk about the sleep products today, but Becca and her team can help you. We have a whole sleep system. And once we get you sleeping beautifully, oh my goodness, it will rock and change your world. Okay. So here's the solutions. Okay. One is nutrition. Okay. We know the 10 bad foods. And if you don't have a copy of that, Becca and her team can get that to you. But there's 10 bad foods that you want to stay away from. Like I said, I mentioned a few, which is gluten, fried foods, but there's also nitrates and sugar and, oils. Oils are just so harmful to the body, and they cause inflammation. So when your body is experiencing inflammation, then your body is not clean. That means your cells don't have a good environment to live. And then that can cause this oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is whenever you have free radicals that go throughout the blood system, the bloodstream, and cause your cells to react negatively to our body and can cause problems. Okay, so oils is one of those that are very harmful whenever it comes to oxidative stress. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, besides nutrition, okay, we need to talk about supplementation, the 90 essential nutrients. These 90 are critical, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Especially minerals. Okay, minerals and stress. If you have the liquid plant-derived minerals and you're experiencing some stress, just take another ounce. Double it. Double your dose of the Beyond Osteo, which contains the necessary minerals. We have other products throughout longevity that has the magnesium, especially iron, selenium. Magnesium itself. Here's some tips on what minerals that help with stress. One is zinc. Zinc is crucial for immune function and wound healing, but zinc levels also impact chronic stress. Okay, so zinc, which is in several of our products, is crucial whenever it comes to a mineral that helps with stress. Selenium. Selenium is another fantastic mineral that is just so important, and it works as an antioxidant, but also helps with oxidative stress. And so that's another product that's part of the 90 essential nutrients, but also we have additional products that contain selenium. In fact, we have a product called Selenium, which is amazing. Iron stress can affect iron absorption and utilization, potentially leading to iron deficiency. So chronic stress, we talk about iron a lot. And so chronic stress, when you're under stressful conditions, a lot of that times you're not utilizing your iron correctly, which will deplete your energy levels considerably. The omega-3 fatty acids, okay, that's part of our 90 essential nutrients. These essential fats play a crucial role in the brain health and stress management. Chronic stress can, like I said, deplete omega-3, especially levels. Potentially, it just increases your stress symptoms. So our EFAs, that's part of those 90 essential nutrients, are critical. Okay, but here comes a new product. Not a new product. It's been with longevity forever. Now, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. Okay, and it's called De-Stress. You guys, this product right here, I tell you what, I have so many clients and even teenagers. School's pretty hard, and kids get stressed, and they're going through hormonal issues, and from anxiety to other things, and especially these children, teenagers, I'll get them on this de-stress product and just calms them down. Okay, when we stress and our body goes through these periods of stress, it depletes your B vitamins, especially. Now, I'm going to tell you why the B vitamins are so important whenever it comes to stress levels. B1, which is your thiamine, is crucial for energy metabolism and nerve function. B2 is important for cellular growth and energy production. B3, which is our niacin, okay, is essential for DNA repair and stress response. B5 is key for the stress hormone production, okay? So B5, the pantothenic acid, is really crucial. B6 is vital for neurotransmitter synthesis and immune function. B9, which is our folate, is critical for DNA synthesis and cell division. And B12, which you hear about a lot, okay, you want to take a B complex. And this de-stress is super powerful whenever it comes to the B complex, but the B12 is necessary for nerve function and red blood cell utilization. So let me tell you how powerful this product is. Okay, so B1, which we talked about, it has 4,000% of B1, which is your thiamine. Then B2, it has 3,800% of your B2. B6, it has 2,900%. Your B12 is 20,000% of your vitamin B12. B5 is 200,000%. of your B vitamin. Okay. Now I get a lot of questions. They say, oh my gosh, can I get too much of B12? Can I get too much of the B vitamins? B vitamins are water soluble. Okay. So your body's going to get rid of what it doesn't utilize. Okay. And so what's neat about this product is you might start seeing your urine turn a bright color. Okay. That is your B vitamins. Okay. And so that means that your body is actually absorbing what it can. Okay. And it's getting rid of what the body doesn't need. So this is, crucial whenever it comes to B vitamins that, doctors sometimes call it expensive, potty. But I believe that this is an amazing product and I want to get all my B vitamins. And so, but it also has that magnesium, we were talking about that mineral that is crucial whenever it comes to oxidative stress. And magnesium, one, it calms the nerves, it's a nervine mineral. And but it's just pretty amazing. It's got 100 milligrams, it's got 400 of calcium, and then it's got a valerian root. And that's where I love whenever it comes to products. I love talking about products. I love herbal formulas, and valerian is just that calming nervine nutrient. Okay, it's an herbal, and it's just fantastic. So the de-stress is fantastic.
But now to de-stress, yes, I loved that valerian root. I used to make my own valerian root tinctures because the tea itself was a little strong. But when we're talking about B12, there's a lot of chatter going on about different types of B12. What's the better B12? What you shouldn't be taking. But folks, this has the methylcarbamide, the kind that you do want, that's methylated, that the body can easily absorb, and it's so beneficial. I take 2 of these twice a day. Between what we do here, helping others, with my family, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I can tell when I am not taking this or when I have forgotten to take this, because it's like my thinking is kind of all over the place. Sometimes I like that overwhelm. Okay, I've got to do this, and this. I make my list. And it's like, okay, I don't want to forget anything. But when I take my de-stress, I'm just able to function better. And of course, that's in addition to my 90 essential nutrients. So I just wanted to throw that in there, Dr. Laura, because I'm so glad that you brought up de-stress. De-stress is one of the first products that I got on after being on the 90 essential nutrients because of having depression. And that was just one of the things that my body told me, okay, you need this. Before I even knew anything about it, I just was led to that. And it just made an incredible impact on my outlook and my outcome as we are here today. So please go on. Thank you for letting me inject.
Oh, absolutely. And you said that that you got on it whenever you had periods of depression, and that's what I see with different clients. This is one of the you do the 90 essential nutrients, but this extra, that's why it's called de-stress. It is a stress supported formula. And so when we talk about oxidative stress, okay, that leans into a lot of different chronic conditions that can be associated with that. And, and so it's beautiful. And I take also, Becca, at least 2 a day, and I might take 4 today because it's, it's funny because my Zoom didn't even work. Okay. And so anyway, AJ's over there laughing. Okay. But yes, everybody should take their de-stress. It's just one factor that we get to offer for you. And it's just, even you can do seasonal. I think about, I have several on, the West Coast up in the Oregon, Washington area. They don't get a lot of sunshine. They have a lot of rainy season. They get what's called seasonal affective disorder, SAD. And so they depend on this product. They love it. It just lifts the mood. It calms you down if you need to, be calm. And even though it's not full of adaptogens, which that's a buzzword, which we have several products that contain, we got our adaptogen coffee. We got the Renew IQ. That's a great adaptogen. The valerian root is an herbal, substance to actually help the stress levels. And so this is actually addressing stress. And so I love it. Okay. The next product, that's like a nutritional solution. Okay. We got our 9 essential nutrients, but then we also have what's called super greens. Okay. Now, Longevity has it in the powder form. Okay. And then the Stay Natural line has a product called Stay Cardio. Okay. They are both super greens products. And so why am I talking about super greens? Well, one, they're very alkalizing. Okay. So when we talk about stress and we talk about our gut, okay, stress causes, a negative reaction in the gut. Okay. It depletes your body of healthy probiotics and, can cause chronic, leaky gut, is another thing that stress can be attributed to. And so, supplementing with super greens, okay, super greens help cross over and help the nerve. They're like a nervine agent. Okay. So like spinach, kale, cabbage, these are all necessary nutrients that help the brain neurotransmitters. Okay. Like our dopamine, our serotonin, which is our happy hormone. I mean, they all feed that. And so super greens I love it if you eat spinach every day and you're eating your cabbage and your kale and you're getting all those super greens. That's wonderful. Okay. But when you start supplementing with your greens, I mean, it is like a power punch to the cells. Okay. And so it helps, induce a calmness that you need. It also helps, we're talking about oxidative stress, but it also helps to improve energy. Okay. Just because you're feeding your body with these fantastic. I mean, we're talking on super greens, we're talking like chlorella, spirulina. These are all very anti-inflammatory, but also feeds the cells, and it's just incredible. What it does for the body. Okay. And so it alkalizes the body. It helps the body to repair itself. It helps the body to, energize and support, a healthy, microbiome, throughout the whole body. And so I love these products. So, do you take either one of these, Becca?
I do. I love my super greens, and maybe I shouldn't drink them as hot water as a tea before bedtime, but the super greens taste really good as a tea. And the Stay Cardio, we would have to eat pounds of leafy vegetables and then go around and collect all these different ingredients to try to fit them in the right combination. That would take hours and days sometimes that we don't have to, because of what you have put together in the Stay Cardio and what Longevity has put together with the super greens. So for those that like to drink something nice, warm, cool, calming, not cooling, calming, which whenever it's cold, it is cooling actually. Or take a pill, a soft gel in a gel cap that dissolves easily, which is okay for vegan and vegetarian, if I remember right.
Well, and actually in the Stay Cardio, it does have fish oil. Okay. So it just depends on if you're vegetarian or you're, you eat fish. Okay. So, sometimes they're lacto vegetarian. I think I quoted that right. But
Yeah.
the Stay Cardio does have fish. Now on the super greens, I don't think it has any. So it would be vegetarian as well.
So
Yes.
we make it simple for them. We make it so simple to be able to get what we need and get it in the right amounts without having to cook pounds and eat every day. It's not just cook them, but you got to eat them every day. And here it's made simple. So thank you so much for putting that Stay Cardio together and bringing also the awareness to the super greens. Absolutely love it.
Well,
So
and
go
okay,
ahead.
so we talked about our greens. Now we got to talk about our antioxidants. Okay, antioxidants. Oh my goodness, we are so full. At Longevity. I mean, we got the goji, we got the Cell Shield RTQ, we have, the Renew IQ with the adaptogens and the antioxidants. Which the Renew IQ, you guys, is just absolutely over the top. And so it really helps the mind too. Okay. So if you feel like you have a, where your mind can't settle down, okay, the Renew IQ really helps to do that. Okay. Now with the Stay Natural line, okay, that's with longevity, our super antioxidant is to stay young. And this is, super powerful. It helps you to absorb your nutrients. It's got the citrus bioflavonoids. It's got the hesperidine complex. It's got pine bark extract, and it has, the pycnogenol, okay, that, the grapeseed extract that actually crosses over the blood-brain barrier. So then it's helping you get nutrients to the brain, okay, which also helps whenever we're talking about our stress levels. It will give you energy. It's interesting. I have a customer that I got on, and she was a tough cookie to get started, okay, because she likes what she likes, okay, and so I'm not going to beat her up anymore on what she eats, but that does, you can't out supplement a bad diet. But these two, okay, I was in Colorado and she called me and she says, Laura, I'm out of my pep pills. And so she calls them her pep pills because it peps her up. And she's 82. She's been through cancer. And what was funny is I know her through our horse equestrian community. And so a lady from New York, she goes, well, I got to have some of those pep pills. So then I signed her also up, and we're also talking about the Rise and Restore, because she's more apt to want to get on the nutrition aspects of it too, which, you guys, our new Rise and Restore. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is like, especially for stress. I mean, you just feel so good. And so that goes back to this 90 essential nutrients. And so if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you get with whoever brought you, because that is the foundation. Okay. And then we're just adding these other products that helps with the stress. Okay. So Stay Young, super antioxidant. It's like if you're eating an abundance of fruit. Okay, so now you have, this fantastic, Stay Cardio was the greens and the super greens, and then you have the fantastic Stay Young, which works as a super antioxidant. And that really, antioxidants, here's how antioxidants work, is when you're exposed to stress, environment, smoke, smog, unhealthy diet, which I hope that's not you on here. You create these free radicals. Okay, free radicals go through the body, and they're just looking for anything healthy to gobble up. Okay, so it's wanting to gobble up all the healthy cells and cause damage, and cause the, your cells to your mitochondria of the cells to, let things leak in and cause damage. Okay, which damage, oxidative stress, will cause chronic disease. So, just cleaning up your diet and supplementing with some antioxidants could actually help prepare your body to start healing. Okay. And so Stay Young is one of those products that is a super antioxidant. It goes in there like a Pac-Man, and it tries to find those free radicals and gobble them up and get rid of them. And that's what antioxidants do. And I love antioxidants, and longevity has so many. The Core AO, if you're joining us and you are about that product, that's probably the product that you go to, from the Benny U brand, our Stay Young, the Cell Shield RTQ, the Goji. I love the Goji. It's in a liquid. Help me out, Becca. I know there's other antioxidants that we have that I'm just, Z Radical is a super antioxidant. I mean, it's huge whenever it comes to antioxidants and helping with oxidative stress.
Well, one thing that I like about the products, comparing them to getting them from the grocery store, they're not going to rot in 3 days. So you're not wasting your money. And the amount of money that you're spending on quality produce, you could be investing into products that are going to last you 30 days. And not just that, is our soils are depleted of the nutrients that the body needs. Yes, plants can create vitamins if they have the proper sunshine. A lot of things are being grown under artificial lights these days, not the same. And then if the minerals are not in the soil, they're not going to be in the plants that we're consuming. So we're still mineral deficient, no matter how many vitamins or plants and vegetables, fruits that we're eating. It doesn't mean that it's nutritious just because it looks good. So that's one thing that I think is so important about being intentional on supplementation, because into your products, into longevity products, there's third-party testing to make sure that what is on the label is actually what is being delivered from within that product. So I think that is just, people don't take all of the different aspects into consideration. Because I know whenever I go grocery shopping, it's like I bought some avocados on Sunday. Here it's Tuesday, and they've already gone bad. I'm not going to eat them when they're oxidized. That's money I just threw away. $10 for avocados. So folks, really look into wisely investing in your health and the source of what you are putting in your body for nutrition. So you were talking about antioxidants. Of course, the tangy tangerines are full of antioxidants with the whole food blends. Yes, you mentioned the Bini U, the Core AO, full of antioxidants. The pollen bursts, another great source of antioxidants. I mean, you can't say, oh, I can't find anything, I don't know what to take. Get back with the person that shared this program with you. They're going to help you figure out what you need to take and how to take it for the best optimal use. So, Dr. Dennison, please, you're on a roll. We do have some questions. We have some questions, so we want to make sure that we leave some time for that. But go ahead and come finish with what you have to.
I will finish up and because I know you guys, I can talk about products all day long. Okay. So me and Becca can, I mean, everybody on here can. And so, the whole team, you know, we thrive, not just survive. Right. I love that motto, and we're going into 2025 and I'm just super excited about it. Okay. So, one other product, well, actually two, and then I'm going to give you some tips, and then I won't go into the tips in detail. You could just, email me and say, hey, I was on the show. I would like to get a copy of your tips on a good sleep, tips on box breathing, tips on grounding and the benefits of that. Those are the 3 tips I'll send out today. Okay. Stay Energized Plus. Okay. When we are going through the stress, okay, a lot of times our energy is just is totally done. And so the Stay Energized Plus is more than just an energy product. It helps at the cellular function. And so when you take this product, you're going to get a focal energy. You're going to be able to wrap those presents in nothing flat, and it's just a beautiful product. It does have amino acids in the product as well. And it has the L-arginine, which is, amino acids also help whenever it comes to fighting oxidative stress. It's got cyber ginseng, but it also has American ginseng. So we have 2 different types of ginseng in the product. It has white willow bark, it has bee pollen, it has the royal jelly, which that's an ingredient that's really, it's like the superior part of the royal jelly of it's full of nutrients, okay, and it really helps the energy levels. It's got spirulina and chlorella, so it does have some of the super greens. It's got kelp, but it has cayenne. Cayenne also helps with blood flow, and it helps just with circulation, and it helps to help the whole microbiome, help the cellular function, and it's just a beautiful product. So I wanted to throw an energy product out there if you're looking for something that's in a capsule form, because we do, like Becca says, we have a lot of energy products that are natural, like the pollen burst, and we have the cardio beat. So there's other products that's in a powder form that's also going to give you that energy, but this is in the vegetarian capsule. Now, some of the tips that I'm going to share with you that are important is during this time, you got to, we talked about nutrition. Okay. We talked about being present. That helps us, especially when we're going through, something like this. But here's other things that you have to, not have to do, but is very important, that is going to help you through the holiday season. One is exercise, from stretching to meditation and breathing. I like the box breathing method. Just even 20 to 30 minutes a day of doing something. I like going outside. I like getting that, natural vitamin D. I like going out first thing in the morning, but we've been having great weather. And so I've been able to walk, but you got to figure out what you can do. Cause you can't say, oh my goodness, it's 20 degrees outside, so I'm not going to exercise today. No, you need to figure out what you're going to do in the house, whether it's in your chair, whether it's during every commercial going around the couch. You can figure out an exercise program anywhere. Okay. And so, some people I know do the HIIT workout, that really helps to, because what you're doing when you're exercising and you're getting actually an elevated cardio, you're releasing endorphins. Okay. The endorphins also help with your stress levels. Enjoy fun activities, ice skating, hiking. These are all things, but I wanted to go back to the mind, and this goes into setting your body up to handle the stress. Elevating your vibration is crucial. Okay. And so negative thoughts could bring down your vibration. The type of music you listen to can bring down your vibration. You want to have an elevated, being in water elevates your vibration, eating the right foods, different things like that, but positive thoughts. But I love grounding, and I think that really helps to get rid of chaos. Okay. And so I'll send you some tips, info at DennisonND.com on how to do grounding. I know that I work with a lot of clients that are homebound and they can't walk outside barefooted. Okay. There's other things that you can do. And here's one essential oil. It's called To Be at Peace. Okay. We also have Sacred Place. We also have Earth. I think it's Earth. What is that oil called? Earth scent. Okay. What you do is you put a carrier on, you put it on the bottoms of your feet and just walk around the house barefooted. Okay. That will also help you ground yourself. Okay. Grounding is a way to get rid of the chaos that's in the world. Okay. The chaos that is surrounding us, that we take in, that inner stress. Grounding puts us back with the earth and actually helps us to release stress and actually help to start the day. I actually do grounding in the morning, and I try to do grounding at night before dusk. And so it's just something that I love to do, and it just elevates my mood. It elevates that vibration. Okay. And so, okay. So those are, some certain things. I'm sorry that my video was off today again. And I apologize. But anyway, okay, let's get back to Becca.
All right. So no worries. We're glad that you were able to come back and be here still with us, even if it's not on the computer. We love technology because there's so many different options. Now, in the beginning, you were talking about things that deplete the body of nutrients. I have an individual here. We've got a question coming from one of the coaches, wanting to know for any advice, and we have some great coaches that already have responded. But for our listening audience, have an individual who is vegan or vegetarian, a woman, has Hashimoto's, is on statins, metformin, and blood pressure meds, plus thyroid meds. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Vegan. I know you're familiar, or vegetarian, you're very familiar with helping people who have eliminated a lot of meats and dairy and animal products from their diet. What would be your recommendations? And I know some of these pharmaceuticals are depleting our body of things that are essential for life.
So with that being said, okay, so vegetarian, okay, and there's no, you can do any diet correctly. Okay. You just got to make sure you're filling in where your body would be depleted from. Okay. A vegetarian, B vitamins are crucial. So immediately that person should get on the de-stress. Okay. The product that we talked about, because one thing that you do not get from animal products is the B12. So most people will be deficient in their B vitamins. Now, like you said, not every B vitamin is the same. Okay. And so don't just go get a vitamin B12. You need to have this combination. Okay. And so another thing that's going to be necessary with the de-stress is also because it has the magnesium and calcium. A lot of the conditions that she was talking about, like the Hashimoto's, okay, we're going into autoimmune, but we're going into thyroid. You know, she also had thyroid. You know, there's some issues there. Blood pressure, that's also the central nervous system. So we're still talking about the parathyroid. We're still talking about, you know, how her body senses and gets information from, you know, her hormones. Okay. And so another thing would be to talk about on her diet is cholesterol. Okay. She's on a statin. Here's the problem with being on a statin drug, okay, is that your body in your brain, one, we talk about how necessary it is for cholesterol, but your body also makes necessary hormones in the gut with cholesterol, okay, in the liver with cholesterol. And so when you're lowering your cholesterol, okay, then you're lowering the body's ability to make the necessary hormones, okay? So nutritionally, you need to talk to them about the 9 essential nutrients, which is crucial. I would probably do the healthy heart and brain pack, okay? Or do the rise and restore, you know, if you're going to, you know, separate that from the BTT, because it does have more antioxidants. I love how AJ put that on there, 300,000 in ORIC score. So the rise and restore is what I would probably put her on, because she needs all the help that she can get right now, because she's got too many autoimmune conditions that she's suffering with. Having a conversation with her with the statin drugs, because she's doing one thing and it's causing harm to the other things that's causing the actual autoimmune conditions. I would also look at the Z radical, okay, as far as helping her with her autoimmune conditions. To add with that, the Hope product to detoxify the liver, to get rid of it, plus also convert nutrients. And then I would take extra minerals. Those would be the ones I would start with, and then trigger off to the Ocean's Gold, you know, wherever her blood work and her numbers, you know, come up with. Protein is crucial as a vegetarian, okay? So you're really going to have to talk to her about her diet to see if she's doing heavy starches, which a lot of times vegetarians will do that. I'd get her on the plant-based protein shake, because it's going to help her just fill in the gaps with her protein. Beans, legumes, those are healthy proteins. Avocados that you were talking about, healthy fats. She needs healthy fats. I mean, that's another thing that she could be missing from as well from her diet.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That I love how you went into really looking at the things that she's doing that could be affecting her body and creating more deficiency and kind of counteracting the body's ability to go into that state of thrive. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Let's go over to AJ. And AJ, what question do you have for Dr. Laura today?
Dr. Laura, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Fantastic. It's always great to see you. You know, just a slightly a bit off topic, but relevant to the holiday season. One thing that we didn't mention is that we eat foods that we probably shouldn't be eating, like I did last night. I had a bunch of sweet tooth related foods that very often will kind of make me tired. And I know what's associated with that, and I'm working on it. But prior to eating these foods, I took a couple sweeties, and I was, you know, and then I ate some of the foods, and I was feeling okay. Then I ate some more of these foods, and I was just ready to conk out, you know, because, you know, we have late night sessions at Daily with Doc. But then I took one of my Eat Less. And as soon as I took the Eat Less, within about 5 minutes or so, I felt good. I felt like I could go on, and I was able to finish our late night daily with Doc work, and everything worked out well. So I wanted to thank you for letting me know about the eat less, that combination. So
Awesome. And so next time, AJ, don't focus just on the sugar. Okay. Take the eat less and the sweeties at the same time. And then maybe you wouldn't have conked out by having that. Okay, you guys, it's going to happen around the holidays, right? And you don't know how people are cooking things. And my mom just left this morning, and she is a baker. And guess what she brought? She brought peanut patties and chocolate clusters and all this kind of stuff. She's really good.
You got to
And
eat mom's Christmas cookies. I mean, it would be offensive if you don't.
I know. Thankfully, I had Lorene here, and she couldn't tell my mom no on one time, and my husband can never tell her no. But anyway, so next time, take the eat less and the sweeties together, and maybe you won't have that. Maybe it'll be before you get knocked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I'm also gonna try to use some restraint.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I was going to say not all of us indulge in those cookies on those late nights. So restrain, buddy. You can do it. I know you can. Let's go over to Sam. Sam, go ahead and unmute yourself. Did I lose him? Uh-oh. Sam, can you unmute yourself? What question do you have? There you go.
Yes.
What question
Let
for
me do
Dr.
my video too. I'll do my video too for you. It's a little easier. My question has to do a little off topic, but a while ago, not too long ago, I think Becca wrote an article about a herniated disc in her neck, I think from an accident. So I'm inquiring on that. I'm on the Healthy Bone pack, and I've been on it for probably, well, I've been on other packs for probably 7 years, but I started more on the Healthy Bone pack when in July I had the herniated disc in the C5 and 6. So my question is I'm still having issues with tingling in the fingers, but the major pain in the shoulder, in the arm has gone away. So I'm wondering what I should be adding to or increasing in the Healthy Bone pack.
Okay, so the Healthy Bone pack is amazing. Okay, and while you're rebuilding your cartilage, your joints, and making your joints healthy in your herniated disc, releasing the muscles there, so then your body can heal. There's other products that you can add to it as well. So one is from the Stay Natural line, the Stay Restored. The Stay Restored is a 3-part system, and it helps with the pain, okay? But it also has the mean chondroitin, and it also has the bovine, which is your collagen. So it's going to also have that plus other anti-inflammatories. So you want to add the Stay Restored, and if you can, budget-wise, I would take at least 2 bottles a month with your Healthy Bone pack. But here's another thing that I love, and I've discovered it in the last couple of years with Longevity, is they have what is called trauma oil. Okay. There's 3 products that is great to use as a topical. Okay. One is the CM cream. Okay.
Yes.
One is the trauma oil, and you're going to just follow the instructions, put 30 drops in your little shaker thing. You could, I put mine right into the CM cream. But another one that you can grab, is right there. And I think they call it Turbo Cream. And when you put the trauma oil in it. But another one is the bone and joint support from the Good Herbs. It's a tincture. Okay. So it's not essential oil, it's a tincture. You can actually ingest it. But another great thing is to rub it on with your CM cream and your trauma oil. Put it on topically. Okay. That is, those 3 right there is really good for any topical solution, and it's going to help the healing faster. I've seen people that they broke their foot and wasn't healing. They started using those 3 parts. They were still taking the nutrition and everything, but it actually helped to accelerate their healing.
The osteo FX, the Beyond Osteo, the liquid version. Should I be taking that? Does it matter the time of day that I take that?
Okay, so on the Beyond Osteo, you want to take at least twice a day, and I would take one right before you go to bed.
Okay, all right. So it's not like it's a, what do they call that, fatty soluble or whatever. I don't need to take it with a meal.
No, more so your vitamins, like if you get nauseated, the BTT or the Rise, really I haven't had anybody, but those are more the fat soluble. The minerals, which the calcium, magnesium, you can take on an empty stomach. That shouldn't bother you at all. And in fact, you want, and it's also going to, people don't understand that the Beyond Osteo or any of the calcium, magnesium, it's also helping to repair at the cellular level in the gut. And so that's another thing that it works really hard. So if you don't have any food on your stomach, then it's going to actually be absorbed faster.
Okay, got it. Okay, those are very helpful tips. I appreciate it. And
absolutely,
I'm assuming, Becca, that was your story.
That is my story. And
that was, oh God.
Yeah, so I actually got in a car accident, got 5 herniated discs, 3 of them in the cervical part, in my neck part, 2 in my lumbar. And the turbo cream that Dr. Laura mentioned, using the CM cream, using trauma. I go back and forth between trauma and To Be at Peace. And then with To Be at Peace, sometimes I'll also add in sweet birch, just like not more than 10 drops per 2-ounce container for the CM cream. And then that bone and tissue tincture, you can add that in here too, shake it up, and it takes just a little bit.
Okay.
And then put it at the base of your skull and down your spine in the neck area. So a lot of times whenever we have issues with our extremities, we think that's where the problem is. And that's not. That's just where the referred pain is. So we make sure that we're going to the root cause. 1, addressing nutrition to support is able to recover. And 2, as we're using topical, come up here, it's going to reduce inflammation. It's also going to deliver those nutrients and things that are helpful in allowing the body to be able to absorb that calcium that you are taking in that Osteo FX, and also help with the pain and discomfort. So thank you so much, Sam, for coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm glad my article was read. That's awesome.
that always makes it nice, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And any questions and testimonials, they are not solicited, folks. They come organically. So we greatly appreciate everybody that has the instinct to reach out and ask for help and what you can do to help you create a better health journey. So, Dr. Laura, thank you so much for your time with us today. Always appreciate that. I have people that text me, oh, I loved that comment. Oh, I want to add that to my order. And it's like my phone, I have to turn it on mute, but I still see the phone light up. So we greatly appreciate you and all that you do, and bringing your knowledge, your wisdom to not just help those in your direct community, but everybody. Folks, Dr. Wallach started this 90 for Life crusade to save humanity and the world. And that's what we do. We have a heart for everyone and want to make sure that you all get the information needed to help you create a better health journey and go from survive to thrive. Dr. Dennison, do you have any closing remarks?
I think that, I love just going into 2025, don't just survive, thrive. I love that motto that you have. But when you go through the holidays, just be present. And, if you need to talk to anyone, just reach out, send Becca a message, send Ruth Ellen a message, send AJ, send me a message, because we are here. And so, and every holidays looks different. And so just give yourself grace, on everything, and just be present.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. And I receive something I need to really remember as well. But I am going to add one more resource, folks, to each and every one of you that are having stress and grief, whether it's during the holidays or any time. We have had Dr. Joyce Hunt Brown on our show. She is referred to as the Hope Doctor. She actually has a foundation and offers free counseling. You can find more information at hopedoctor.org. And if you have been affected by stress and grief and you want to help others be able to pull out of it as well, she does take donations. It does take some money to keep going what she's going through and what she's supporting, but that is my number one charity of choice, and the charity that, well, I have two that I'm supporting this year, the Hope Doctor and also Driving Hope. Because folks, that's what we are put here on earth to do, is to be that light in the darkness that gives hope. So go shine that light brightly. Share this program with somebody that you know is just surviving, because it is possible to thrive. If I could get a co-hosts up on the screen with us, that would be absolutely fantastic. We've got more comments coming in saying great info. Thank you, all the team. And Dr. Dennison, you are part of our team. You're beautiful, you're brilliant. I consider you a friend, colleague. You just can't thank you enough. Today we have on with us Albert. Albert is joining us from South Africa, which then really does show that we are around the world and for humanity and the world. Thank you so much, Albert, for all that you do, as he's helping to let people into the live Zoom. We have Marilyn, who is doing dictation. She is taking what is being said and typing it out, putting it into the chat, which is only available here in the live Zoom, folks. So if you want to get the full benefit of the program, join us Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific time by going to zoom.dailywithdoc.com. We are taking holidays off, Doc. I know you're on. I know you're listening. No show on Christmas, no show on New Year's, okay? But we will be having Dr. Wallach with us Wednesdays and Thursdays during that time from 12 to 1 p.m. That's 1 to 2 Mountain, 2 to 3 Central, 3 to 4 Eastern. Go to zoom.dailywithdoc.com. So that is a web address that brings you right into the Zoom meeting. We also have with us, newest member to our team here, and that is Kaylee. Kaylee is helping to learn the whole system and help us on what we need to do to improve it. So we appreciate you, Kaylee, bringing your schooling and knowledge and putting it into action in real life. We have Ruth Ellen Sanchez, the executive production manager of the Daily with Doc show, who keeps us all organized. And folks, whatever you're watching out there on the different platforms, it is her that is pulling it all together, putting the graphics up and streaming it to the platform for your not entertainment. It could be entertaining. We don't have a lot of bloopers, but maybe that's just me being overcritical. So thank you, Ruth Ellen, for all that you do. And we also have AJ. AJ is watching out on all of the different platforms. He is responsible for us being on so many platforms because we want to meet people where they're at, where they're listening, where they're watching. And the more people that hear the sound of our voices, the better this world can become, and getting out of that survival mode so that we really, truly can thrive, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, like we heard on today's show today. So again, thank you everybody for joining us here. We are going to be back tomorrow again with Dr. Wallach on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and we have more guests to help you get the information you need to create that better health journey. This program is being sponsored by dailywithdoc.com. We do have that good foods, bad foods list on the website. As Dr. Laura had mentioned, you can get from us super simple, www.dailywithdoc.com. And right there in the menu options are the good foods, bad foods list. You'll also find some of our other episodes there on the website, not just the episodes, but also some articles. Sign up for our email list as well so that you can start receiving emails from us so you don't miss an episode. You can easily find episodes from the past and our newsletter that is getting started. So everybody, thank you again for joining us here on Daily with Doc. We also, Lorraine is on. Hi, Lorraine. So we have a store there too. So if you're not working with somebody already and you have not started purchasing the products, that store is there that has all the products that were mentioned on today's program. So get back with the person that shared this program with you and tell them thank you and ask them, how can I start thriving? Until next time, my name is Becca Dukes. Thank you for joining us during this hour and 10 minutes of information for you. Bye for now.
Welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. This program is for educational purposes only. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual sharing their testimony. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have the founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. Welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. This program is for educational purposes only. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual sharing their testimony. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have the founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach.